around the Department of Defense. This is your daily news brief.
The future of logistics. I'm Mark Weeks. The Assistant Secretary of Defense for Sustainment said the most junior personnel in logistics today are going to have to come up with creative ideas on how to set and sustain a theater of operations for logistics, resupply, and repair in a new world dominated by global power competition.
If you are a program manager in private sector, 10 years from now, you could be the CEO responsible for helping develop that solution. If you're a field grade officer, you're going to be one of the flag officers in the future that will be executing in that environment. And if you're a young company grade officer, you'll be one of those commanders responsible for achieving that which you'll be asked to do.
Speaking at the fall meeting of the National Defense Transportation Association and the U.S. Transportation Command in St. Louis, Robert McMahon said the current way of getting material and people around the globe is no longer sufficient. He also said there's no guarantee the United States will continue to have access to alternative options in the future.
The environment that we face in the future will not allow us to do that. And so we need together to find new solutions, new ideas, and it begins with defining what it is we're trying to achieve and working backwards from there.
McMahon said South Pacific operations will face a challenge because of the size of the Pacific Ocean and the chains of islands. He said Europe has different challenges, including a rail system and other infrastructure that may not be able to support the large-scale movement of military material. The Department of the Army has announced Defender Europe 20, the largest U.S.-based Army exercise of forces to Europe in the last 25 years. Scheduled for the spring of 2020, the exercise will increase strategic readiness and interoperability by exercising the Army's ability to rapidly move a combat force of soldiers and equipment from the U.S. to Europe in response to a potential crisis. About 37,000 service members from the U.S., allied and partner nations are expected to participate. Roughly 20,000 soldiers will deploy from the U.S. The hospital ship USNS Comfort arrived in Basseterre, St. Kitts for a 6-day medical mission there and on the island of Nevis. It's part of the U.S. Southern Command's Enduring Promise Initiative in Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. U.S. service members and medical professionals are working with partner and host nation staff in Basseterre to provide medical care in communities with urgent needs. The initiative demonstrates the commitment to strengthening regional medical capacity. This marks the Comfort's first visit to St. Kitts and Nevis, where medical teams are providing care aboard the ship and at 2 shore-based sites. That's your DoD News Brief. I'm Mark Weeks. You can find more stories about your military at defense.gov and by using hashtag KnowYourMil.